Hey YouTube. Oh my gosh, hi. It's been a crazy day. It's been one of the most busy days doing fun stuff that I've had in a while, which is good because I need to do more of that, and I need to do more of that for my kids. I don't know why. Now I feel like a little bit stuffy. It was probably all the smoke bombs tonight, if I'm honest. I don't know. I got my hair cut and I like it, but I don't have like Stronghold hairspray. And so I can kind of like with the weather, I go from either looking like an old lady and then I kind of, it's like kind of, I mean, you see it, you know what I mean? It's a little like boyish. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, I like the haircut, but my hairstylist and I both were talking about how my hair is not laying right at all. It's not laying anywhere close to what it ever has. Pregnant, non-pregnant, like whatever, doesn't matter. It's laying really weird. So let's talk about it. 34 weeks. I'm 34 weeks now. It's great. My husband went on a work trip. He made it home for 4th of July. We were busy all day and kept the kid. This has to be the best day of my kids' summer. We went bowling with friends this morning and then to the arcade. And then we went our separate ways and came back here and went swimming. And then we went over to my parents and the friends came over to my parents and we ate dinner and we did fireworks. But when I say we did fireworks, I made sure like I went and bought all kids stuff. Everybody's always big and loud and all of that. We have littles. And so I was kind of determined to do things a bit more my way this year. Honestly, and I'm like, we have littles. I mean, yeah, my older daughter is getting older, but she's still not super big. And we're going to go see fireworks tomorrow. So we did sparklers and snap pops and snakes and, we had a couple fountains and we had parachutes and we had smoke bombs. And so, but I went overboard on the smoke bombs because I loved smoke bombs as a kid and my kids love smoke bombs. And I realized I'm pregnant. I realized all of that. I probably went a little excessive. I'm not going to lie. There was a lot of smoke bombs. There was even one package we didn't do because my husband was like, we're not doing more smoke bombs. I was like, they like them. Both my kids got burned. Nothing really, really bad. I just don't like it for the kids to get burned. But anyway, let's talk about 34 weeks pregnant. It's just what's going on. And it was a good, big, full day. Everybody's asleep. It's great. Did you hear that? That was my stomach. Anyway, let's talk about 34 weeks. Let's do the bump date. I just bought size medium, like t-shirt. I don't know, men's or whatever. So it doesn't fit me. I don't like the way that I look in it, but there it is, 34 weeks. I feel like he's lower. Yeah, there it is. Let's just talk about it. As far as this week, as far as symptoms, in one way I want to say there's not been that much, but there has. Like my whole body is getting very stiff, which is not good for pregnancy. I need to be doing some stretching. I need to be really getting ready to birth a baby. And I don't know if I'm going to get like an epidural right away and lay there for like all of it. I don't know if I'll end up getting a C-section and laying there for all of it. Or if you have a more natural labor, it's very, like it's labor intensive. It's labor intensive and you move a lot. And I'm very stiff. I told my husband today, I'm like, it's akin to like rigor mortis setting in is what it feels like. I feel like everything is so stiff. Even I was telling him like if my girls, like we were in the pool and I was floating around, and if they would pull my arm back too far, it hurts in such a different way than it normally would. It's probably, honestly, I don't know whether to put that to pregnancy or, I don't know if my EDS is becoming more of an issue. But anyway, whatever. It's just what I'm experiencing. I'm experiencing it during pregnancy. I have more varicose veins and stuff, or broken, whatever, I don't know, broken veins. I have had a lot of, he pushes himself out. He doesn't like kick as much. He kind of rolls around and he pushes out really a lot. And when he pushes out, it can be very, very painful. And then usually when he does that, it sends me into like a Braxton Hicks. And I don't know if it's my muscles coming and contracting in on him to fight him back or something. I don't know, but it's very painful when he pushes out like that. And probably because he's getting bigger, he's getting stronger, the pushing, like he's been doing it for a little while, but it's getting rough. I feel like he's gotten lower, both because of like where he's at, whatever, but then also like I will be feeling stuff down here and it feels like he's going down and getting more in position. Try to think of other like symptom-y things. I don't really have a lot. I'm tired. Oh, insomnia. I'm having the insomnia. It is really hard to get comfortable at night. It's really tough. Between battling the heartburn, battling like just he himself, like it's, yeah. If I lay too, like you have to lay on your side, and if you lay too much, like say the mattress is pressing, that bothers me, right? If I go too far back, it bothers me, bothers my back, and all that. And between that and heartburn, and it's just, insomnia is kind of kicking my butt. But anyway, I have a ultrasound on Monday. I have an ultrasound. I don't know, it's a few days from now. And I'm excited for it. I'm anxious for it. I want to get it over with, but at the same time, I am excited for it. I think it's going to be a good experience. My hope for it has been that the doctor tells me that he's head down. I think he's going to be head down. I think he's going to be head down. I'll be surprised if he's not. And disappointed, very upset if he's not. But I'm hoping that he is. So week 34. That means that next week I start my non-stress test. So that's fine. But, yeah. So I'm going to start that. There's just a lot of stuff coming up, and there's a lot of moving parts in my life, a lot of unknowns, and I really like to have everything planned. And I mean, I guess I could be like, oh no, I'm having a C-section this day. This is when it's happening. I'm also more naturally minded. I'm somewhere in the middle between crunchy and not crunchy, but I just mean like I'm a little more naturally minded. If I could do it naturally, that's what I'd like to do. But that's a direct opposition to how my brain works. I would like to know. I would like to know when this was going to happen. I would like to know that my husband's going to be home. I would like to know if it's going to be during the day or at night. I would like to know exactly how I'm getting my children taken care of. I know my mother-in-law is doing it, but I'm just saying I would like to have it all lined out, everything just perfect, and it goes smoothly. And of course I'm nervous about birth and it being hard and stuff like that, but it's going to be all fine. We're just closing in. We're closing in on the time. So anyway, but it's exciting. 34 weeks. Here we are. And I'll have more, I guess, of an update come this week after I see my doctor. I need to go to... I have bit my tongue, I guess, tonight. I'm having a really hard time talking. Anyway, I'm finding it very difficult not only to sleep, but to shower. I'm really struggling with showering and like shaving my legs and all of that. I told my husband I'm very close to just ordering some sort of like well-performing electric razor to like help myself out with the whole shower situation. And I remember with my oldest daughter, it started getting difficult. With my second daughter, it got really difficult because I went to term. And that got really difficult. And this time he's low. My body has that muscle memory, so I was showing earlier, and he's lower, so that's kind of difficult. And I'm older, and that's difficult. So I'm struggling. I'm on the struggle bus. I still have to say, all things considered, it's been a great pregnancy. I'm not really trying to complain. It sounds like I am. I'm just giving an update. You know, overall it's been pretty good compared to what it could be, but it has been hard, and I know it's my age. I know it's my age. I know it's my diet previous, you know, prior to getting pregnant, and also afterwards. And my activity level. You know, I did it to myself. So it's my age, but it's also my diet, my activity level. It's just tough. It's really tough. And I did it to myself. So, you know, what am I gonna say? You're 36, out of shape, and not even like healthy with what you were eating before you got pregnant. So anyway, I want to thank you for joining me on this journey. I want to thank you because it's been a wild one. Obviously it's not over. I'm still here. I'll be doing videos like this until he comes. And then I really want to, you know, do more with my channel. I know I said that before though, and I didn't do it. So, but I would like to. It's the plan. It's essentially what I would like to do. It has, I don't know why, because I do it after everybody's asleep, but it has been easier to do since the homeschool year has gotten over with, you know. And so I'll have a fresh new baby. I'll be homeschooling. The kids will be in like this school down the road that they're going to, that, you know, they'll be getting into tumbling and dance. My oldest daughter is going to go ahead and continue tumbling and dance. My youngest daughter, they've been in tumbling camp this year. It's just 2 weeks, 4 days is what it is. But I think my younger daughter is ready for it. I really think she is, and maybe we'll try. The other thing about that is I think I've talked about it on this channel, but my daughter, my second daughter, she has been doing physical therapy for a while, and she's made huge progresses. I don't know, this is a pregnancy update, so I don't want to linger there too long. But we just had her, we were doing some therapy with her ankle. Like a really long story short, and just the leaps and bounds that she has come. I think at this point her therapist is more or less pleased with where we're at with all of that, and she's been working on her core. And I was telling her that I was going to enroll her in tumbling, and I think basically our time at therapy is coming to an end, which is bittersweet for me, and that sounds really odd. I don't know why, but it is. And so essentially she goes to physical therapy every other week. The sessions just went up to $150. That's $300 a month. Tumbling is going to cost like $60 a month, and there's 4 sessions of complete full gym time. I just think it's going to be a good transition. You know, as much as therapy has been wonderful for her, and maybe that's why it's bittersweet for me, it's just going to be way more cost effective. It's just going to be way, I don't want to say easier, because I don't know when my girls' classes are going to be next year. They're not going to be in the same classes or anything, so I don't know how that's going to work out for scheduling and having a new baby. It's a little stressful. And yeah, it's every single week as opposed to the every other week that the therapy was, but there's going to be other kids there. She'll be making more friends. You know, it's just going to be really good. And so we're moving to other phases of life. So anyway, a lot of things for me to juggle and think about and make work, you know. Anyway, thank you for joining me. We'll see. Yeah, thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time. Bye.